I thought I'd make a quick vlog. And it seems as if I've gained a little weight, and you haven't. You haven't gained weight. They have just put a spell on you. Okay? It'll wear off and you'll be back to normal. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I can't say that I've been eating tremendously healthy, but I've been eating all right, you know? So, hopefully, what my men say is true because I don't know about them. I really don't. I don't know about them anymore. And, they tell me that I can take money and then I get in all kinds of trouble because of it. And I don't know. I don't know. So, but that's them. And I don't want to get into it because that's really something I just have to think about. Anyway, so today I received my first vaccine, my first COVID-19 vaccine. And it was a it was at the Wolstein Center, which is here in Cleveland, at Cleveland State, and in one of their athletic facilities, I think. Oh no, no, no. Well, I'm not. They do concerts. Yeah, they have concerts there, and so it was a mass site. It was a site for mass injections, and it was very efficient. It was very, very efficient. We we arrived about maybe 15 minutes early. We were early, but we went in about 15 minutes early, and they sat us down right away. We didn't have to wait in line. We had an appointment, so we didn't have to wait in line. We My sister had made the appointment, and she is disabled, you know that, so we didn't even have to go up any stairs, go down any stairs because it's a concert place. So they sat us down, and immediately they started asking us questions, and then they administered the vaccine. And we didn't have to if we didn't want to, but they really suggested that we waited a little while to see if there were any side effects. And there weren't. There weren't. But it was nice to see military personnel there handling it all. That was, I believe, President Trump's idea, and it was President Trump who set it up. Okay. So, yes. So, uh, anyway, I'm happy. Oh, and I couldn't believe how young they looked. I haven't been out. I haven't been out in so very long that I couldn't, and I don't watch TV anymore. I don't listen to the radio. I barely, barely watch anything anymore on YouTube. And the people I watch are older. Um, So seeing people that young was kind of a shock to the system. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, they are so young. They're so young. And I don't remember ever being that. Well, I remember being that young, but it's hard to remember. It's hard to believe I was ever that young, you know? And here they are, that, serving the country, which I think is so honorable. And I want to thank all the military across this country. I want to say thank you for serving. Thank you. I want to thank all the police officers, EMS workers, um, frontline workers. Well, I mean, medical workers, all of them, ambulance workers, EMTs, um, okay, doctors, nurses, and everyone else who works in a hospital, service industry people, and who am I forgetting? People who are out there right now working, during the pandemic. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much for your dedication and your bravery. Thank you. And so now, I, uh, anyways, back to the military. They were so young. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I don't remember seeing people that young. I don't remember it. I barely remember it. I've been like locked away for so long that just, I don't know. And so I uh I also wanted to say that I hope that people will finally be able to grieve with friends and family members soon. And if you're not already doing that, because it's so important to have support. It's so important to have support during those times, you know. When my father passed away, I had my friend and he helped me out. And I don't know. I don't know. My mother had all of her kids and her friends. And so, yes. I'm looking for some evening care for my mother. Not the entire night, but just some evening care. And the the only one that offers evening hours is the one that I had taken her to, but it's too far away. It's too far away. I don't it's not for overnight. It's just for some hours in the evening. And just to reintroduce her to a social life, and for me to get just a little bit of an extra break so that I can get some things accomplished. I get a nice break. Don't get me wrong. I get plenty of breaks, but it's not the same as having the entire day free and all that. Anyway, but there was in-home care, and that's way too expensive. That's way, way, way out of our budget. So I'm not even considering that unless we find a friend who's willing to take her and we'll pay her. We'll pay her, you know. But we can't pay like I think the cheapest was $14 an hour. We can't pay that. So but anyway, that's what I'm looking into. That's what I was looking into today. And um and so I just want to show you my leggings. See? They match. And I mentioned that because, I'm looking so like a bum. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll cut that out. I'm looking so like not put together lately, and It's bothering me. It's really, really bothering me. Like, I wasn't wearing the sweater. I was wearing the scarf, but I wasn't wearing the sweater today because it doesn't match. And I had on a black coat, so my Calvin Klein black coat. And it was cold. It was so cold. And yesterday was freezing and raining. Freezing and raining, and I uploaded a picture of myself for most of the day. I was like in my robe with a sweater on, with a shirt underneath, and the blanket over me, and just freezing. I was just so cold inside the house, and it was such a miserable day. It was such a miserable day. So I just, but I had to leave the house. I waited until it stopped raining, and then, well, I had to walk. That's why I had to wait till it stopped raining. And I made it to the store, and then on the way to the store, the wind was blowing against my back, and it helped me walk a little faster. And on the way back, it was blowing. The wind was um blowing towards me, and I could really feel the drag. I could really, really feel the drag. It was it was difficult to walk. It was very difficult to walk. And so yeah, but I made it home. I made it home. This was, of course, when my brother had my mother. So that's when it happened. That's when I went to the store. And so I'm okay, so I don't know who exactly is responsible for cancel culture, or who the people are who are canceling. Like, there's someone who started it, and now who are the people who are canceling people? And that would be Hollywood and New World Order left wing liberals. Oh, okay. So now I know. New World Order left wing liberals and Hollywood. I still haven't taken that off the off the dresser. It has to go back somewhere. It has to go somewhere else because I want my hookah back up there. I like it better. Anyway, so left wing liberals. I mean, New World Order left wing liberals. Okay, well, I'm doing my darndest to cancel you, all of you. I want to cancel you because you're terrible. All the things you do. Well, okay. Let me just say this. I understand that at some point in your life, you were very, very, very innocent and a very different person. So that person that's still in you somewhere, I care about. But I cannot believe the kind of things you do to people. You are cruel. You are. It's like, if you want to know what cancel culture, what the New World Order, left wing liberals are all about, or what's coming down the pike, just pay attention to the movies. Just pay attention to the movies that Hollywood puts out, because they put out what what their stuff is, and then they want everyone else to accept it, you know? So just pay attention to the movies. You'll see. You'll see what uh if you pay attention to what's been going on, all the way back to whenever, you'll see that the progression of how they change society, you know, and the media. And I saw um, online, I can't find it now, but I'll look for it again. It was on YouTube. It was an online course in media, and I don't remember everything they said media was, but it was even brochures, books, novels, all that, magazines, uh, newspapers, television, radio, music, um, social media, and and the movies and Hollywood, you know. And if you pay attention, maybe not social media so much, maybe nowadays, but not so much, to the people who are popular in social media, from Hollywood and from the government, all that kind of stuff. If you pay attention to those who are left-wing liberals, then you'll see in their posts too, where how they want to change society and mold it to be more like them or their way, you know? I don't know what's in the gun bill. I know there is a bill that, well, there's a bill. I don't know what's in it. But, it's very difficult to, to support something like that, especially when they are, you know, doing the things they're doing, you know, and making, canceling people and all the rioting that happened over the summer and all the, all, and everything they do. I haven't been keeping up with too much of it anymore, and they're still rioting, and they're still making trouble and hurting people. They are still hurting people. And people need to defend themselves because they have defunded many police uh, organizations around the country. So people have to defend themselves. And there can't be a clause that says if you've had mental illness, you can't have a gun, because people have to be able to defend themselves. Okay, good to know. But there is right now, and there's a waiting period, and that should go away too. Okay. All right. So now you know that. That's for my men. Yes, I'm one of our men, and I said it. But I don't want to get out. This is so serious. This vlog has been monotone, and oh my goodness, how boring. So I'll tell you what a thing I'm thinking about. Okay, I'm a couple things that I'm thinking about. So I was thinking about if I can even get a few people here in Cleveland. I don't know if I can, because I have been canceled and canceled and canceled in Cleveland for sure. But if I can get a few ESL teachers or English teachers with me to volunteer at a church for Saturday and Sunday, I would love, because they have a big hall, I would love to offer, you know, a class for adults learning English, and for children learning English. So, and it's not going to be anything really serious, because it's just a fun thing. It would just be fun, and it'll give me a chance to try out some of my ideas and collaborate with other teachers. And you'll find that your ideas are far superior to other teachers' ideas. Okay, that's what he says, but I'm not, okay, I'm not saying that, but that is true. Okay, so I just want to try out some new ideas, things that I never did with my classes, but now I'm thinking I should have done. And I don't want to teach ever, 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 ever again for other people. I don't. I don't. I don't like the politics. I don't like I don't like people getting involved in my business, always knowing what I'm doing, exactly what I'm doing in the classroom, always giving me dirty looks and taking my lesson plans and taking away my ability to do them. That's because they were very, very extremely jealous of you. Okay. Okay. Well, I didn't like that. I did not like the fact that they kept taking my things. Like, I would come up with something that would work beautifully, and everything would be all organized and ready, and then the next year I didn't do it again. And all the stuff I had that was there, I never used again. And then I'd see other people using it. Yes, and that's why you had to leave eventually. Okay? And we're not going to let you teach in a school ever again. But we will let you do this if you can find people and if the church agrees. Yeah, if the church agrees and if I can find people. And of course, I'd be teaching the adults, and someone else would be teaching the children, and we would all collaborate. We would all collaborate on on what to teach. Oh, so it would be a class for adults, a class for children, and a few people to translate documents and help them out with well, yeah, to help them out with documents, not legal documents, but just to translate them. There's not going to be any lawyers there or anything unless they want to volunteer. But if they do want to volunteer, then they can come along and and translate documents and give legal advice. You know, so I don't know. We'll see if that ever comes to fruition, because so many things that I try to do in Cleveland or anywhere just never materialize. And that's because they block you. And then they take the ideas from you and do it themselves. Well, okay. There's nothing I can say about that. This is just an idea I would love to do. Volunteer. It's just volunteering. And I don't want to volunteer for people because most places already have their regulars who volunteer. And then I get dirty looks and I get, oh no, never mind. Never mind. So, I love volunteering. I love helping out. So I would love to do this, but we'll see. We'll see. I'd have to be completely immune to COVID by that before I do that. And no one will ever be completely immune But yes, you have to have both vaccines and wait the 2 week period before you start even doing that. Okay. Okay. So that's just an idea. That's just an idea. And I'm not going to share the things that I'm going to try doing until after I do them. That's great. We don't want everyone taking your ideas ever again. Okay. So I'll share them later. Later. so, so I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of looking into it, a lot of logistics, and a lot of things because we can't just go in there without supplies, you know? We have to have stuff in order to teach. And I mean, this isn't going to be, you know, this isn't going to be like school. It'll be just fun activities. Fun activities to help people learn. That's it. That's it. And that's enough. You're not going to say any more. Okay, so I won't say any more. And so yeah, I'm interested in something like that. So I'll just we'll see. Like I said before, we'll see if I can even manage to get it started because I get blocked so often, you know. Or if I start, if I can continue, you know, if I can continue doing it because I usually can do. Sometimes I can do things for a few minutes, for a few times, or maybe a week or two, or maybe a little bit less, and then it gets taken away. Yep, that is the story since 2008. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. But this isn't making money, it's just helping out. It's just helping out the community. So that's it. That's it. Maybe I'll translate documents and just help other people teach. You know, I'm not that I'm the best teacher, but we can all coordinate and help each other. You know, we can all help each other. And anyway, on that note, I am going to end this vlog. And I'm going to say I hope everybody watching has a great day tomorrow and things go your way. All right, bye.